Hi everyone, thanks so much for joining me today. I'm lucky to have Mendel of Aras. Thanks for joining me.
Thanks. It's great to be here.
Great. For those who might not be familiar with Aras and what you do, just maybe give us a quick introduction and tell us what you're about.
Okay, great. Aras, we're a software developer. We focus on building product lifecycle management solutions. We've been in business since 2000, so we've been around for quite a bit. Our kind of key to our fame is building a low-code, real rapidly deployable platform that really focuses on the fact that customers really can't take always out of the box, especially for those customers that are focused on complex products and processes, and they really need to do some customization to get the product to work and fit into their requirements today. And we all know we don't know what tomorrow's requirements are, so they want a solution that they can take advantage of technology and continue to grow. And we've developed this low-code deployment PLM platform that can be customized, yet we guarantee under subscription that we will upgrade the customer so that they can adopt new technology and won't lose anything with their customization. So really kind of unique in the marketplace, and it's been really well received.
Yeah, I definitely want to get back to that customization aspect. But
Sure.
Before we get to that, I thought I'd ask you a little bit about digital transformation and the role that Aras fits into it, because it's such a big buzzword, and shipbuilding is definitely heading in that direction. So tell me a little bit about that.
Sure. I mean, and a lot of our customers look at our platform as being one of the key platforms they use to enable digital transformation across their engineering to manufacturing and even out to their in-service operations. So a lot of that has to do with making digital transformation work for that customer. And I think that's the struggle sometimes, is the digital transformations can be so platform centric and not really give a lot of value directly to users, or be out of the box bespoke applications that you can't really change easily. And that really stifles the transformation because companies can't take advantage of it because their processes are different. Their people work differently. And so given our platform and our openness and our flexibility, that really enables customers to do that digital transformation. But additionally, because it is that open, flexible platform, a lot of our customers will migrate their legacy systems onto our platform. Because if they do that, first, they could rapidly deploy it, but secondly, under subscription, we guarantee we'll upgrade it as well. So that really facilitates that digital transformation, not only in the PLM domain space where we're well known, but also with a lot of their legacy systems and environments that they've created over time.
One of the things we have to say is that shipbuilding is different. Shipbuilding is a unique industry. Talk to me about the customization aspect and how that fits in with the shipbuilding realities.
Sure.
The needs of shipbuilding.
Sure. Well, a real basic thing is our great partnership with SSI, right? You guys have a very unique CAD solution for shipbuilding, and that shipbuilding database is live. And so as you make changes, it's live in the system. But if you're trying to configuration management, you're trying to take, okay, this bulkhead, I'm going to send this radio in office, I'm going to send down to the manufacturing floor. You have to be able to do a baseline. You have to be able to take all the information. You have to be able to pull together the work instructions and so forth. And that's really where Aras can connect with your solution, grab that baseline, figure out, okay, so what parts do we have to order, what steel we have to have, what other components need to be installed, put together that work order. And a lot of that is very customized for that particular shipyard or facility. And so they can't just take something out of the box. They need something that will work and integrate with their ERP systems, their procurement systems, and the like. And so that has worked very well. Almost all of our marine manufacturers have very customized processes, and they want an environment that will work and support how they need to work.
Talk to me a bit about the ideal that shipyards should be looking towards. I know a common thing that comes up is removing silos and things like that.
Right.
How does that fit in with shipbuilding PLM and Aras PLM?
Well, that's true with a lot of industries where over time they've grown up and they've created these different silos, and there is a little bit of an aversion to share information before it's 100% done. And those ideas of concurrent engineering and collaboration and so forth, really you have to kind of get over that hesitation. And having a digital transformation platform like Aras allows you to collaborate, but still manage it under control. So, and that really, I think, is what was the barrier to that collaborative nature, was that if I share the information, someone will take that and move it further, and I'll lose control. And if you can do it with an environment that then gives you that change management control, and you can understand who's using it, who's touching it, you have that full traceability, that reduces those barriers and allows people to really collaborate more effectively and break down those silos.
I think a lot of people would say that's great, that's the ideal, but how do I get started? Where do I actually go from where I am today? Maybe I'm not digitally mature, maybe I don't have those processes. Yeah, what's the next step I should be taking?
Right. I think that's also the great advantage of the Aras Innovator platform, is that you don't have to swallow the whole elephant, right? You can take it piece by piece. You can say, all right, let's just focus on grabbing the baseline from SSI. Let's just start with managing the change process. Let's just manage putting together some work instructions for the welding shop to go ahead and work. And so since it is very rapidly deployable, almost all of our customers they don't do those big projects anymore. They put something together, they can go live in 3 months, then they make some changes, they go live in another 3 months, then they go live in another 3 months. So it's really a really what they refer to in the software development environment as a safe environment, right? Scalable, agile framework, right? It allows you to add capabilities, extend it to different users, but do that at the pace where your users and your organization can adopt that digital transformation effort, rather than force them into something or make them wait for 18, 24 months, and then everybody loses momentum and you really can't get those values. So what we find is that by doing these smaller projects rapidly, customers see, wow, this is valuable. Can I add this? Wow, they got that in a few months. Oh, how about this? Can we do this? And so, this IT project, which used to be a push, now it's a pull, because users are going, this is great, I've solved this problem. How about this? How about this? And then it becomes a pull environment where it get readily deploys across over time.
Does the idea of continuous transformation, I know that's something you talked
about.
Yeah,
exactly.
Is that where that fits in?
Yeah, perfect. That's a perfect example. I mean, we've really structured our whole, even our own development environment leverages that scalar agile framework. And the whole point of that is to allow us to give more technology, more capabilities back to the user. We actually release new capabilities every 5 to 6 weeks, which is really unheard of in the software industry, to be able to release that quickly, that much capabilities on an ongoing basis. So you don't always get those big enhancements, but you get a lot of, and then the bigger enhancements may come every 5 or 6 releases. So it gives us that flexibility to really drive from a vendor perspective to give you the new capabilities and technology that you need. You as a customer can add your own capabilities and deploy as you see fit. You can have partners working with you to deploy capabilities and add new functionality. So it gives you a lot of flexibility, a lot of openness to get what you need at the time you need it.
Yeah, I'd like to switch gears now to talking about SSI and Aras and the partnership. We've been partners for a number of years. Yep. We've been working closely together. What's made the partnership successful between the two companies?
We understand we can't do everything. We have to work with great partners. So we try to find partners that are in industries that don't necessarily overlap, so we can reduce that channel conflict, but are specialists in that industry, right? So you guys know the shipbuilding marketplace. You know it very well, inside out. And having those design solutions as you do, and where we can fill a gap for you, that naturally builds a really trustful and successful relationship. So your ability then to take our platform and build your shipbuilding PLM solution on that platform, that's an ideal model for us. We have that same OEM type model with ANSYS. ANSYS is one of the largest simulation and analysis vendors in the world. They selected Aras as the platform to drive their simulation and process data management, and they renamed it ANSYS Minerva, and they sell that globally. We just signed another deal with a company called Aviva, again, to do those things. So we try to pick companies that have expertise in industries that we natively don't have the experience, so that it makes us want to work together and make sure that successful relationship works. And that's what we've done with SSI for the last number of years. We have some great joint customers like Ingalls Shipbuilding, Huntington Ingalls, and Hostel, and a number of other companies. And so we're real excited about the relationship, and we think it works.
Yeah, we think so too. And I'd like to ask you about what's the partnership going to look like going forward. What's the vision for the future between the two companies?
Well, it's finding those areas where we can really work well together, and grow additional, very specific functionality between your solution, your native design solution, and your shipbuilding PLM powered by Aras to solve really kind of industry problems like hull effectivity, right? Which almost all big marine manufacturers we talk to, shipbuilders, that's what they talk about, right? Is how do we deal with hull effectivity and how do we manage that? So we love the ability to work with good people like SSI and solve the really hard problems that a particular industry has.
Yeah, the idea of change and hull effectivity is definitely a problem we come up against again and again with our customers.
Yeah.
So super excited to see how our solutions will work together, and excited for the future between the two companies.
Great. We're excited as well, and look forward to continue to work with SSI.
Yeah, thanks so much for your time today, Alan.
My pleasure.
Really appreciate it.
Thank you very much.
Great. Thank you.